Welcome back to another of our terrible countdown. Tonight, we are going to talk about the top 5 of the best literary classes remakes in the history. Well, let's begin.
The number 5 we have The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare. 10 Things I Hate About You. The director Jill Younger made a good adaptation of the book. This film contained many references of the work of Shakespeare. Comparison with Taming of the Shrew exhibit many similarities, especially in characters, names, and themes of the book.
It's a widely known fact that the Stratford sisters aren't allowed to date.
For every girl who's ever hoped.
Daddy, as you know, it's the prom.
Every guy who's ever tried.
You never give up, do you?
Was that a yes?
No!
And anyone
You're concentrating awfully hard considering it's gym class.
who's ever been taken completely by surprise.
You're not as vile as I thought you were.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Which one do you like better?
Rated PG-13. Starts March 31st.
In the number 4 we have Pride and Prejudice of Jane Austen, although the script was unable to hold all elements of the book. It made every effort to remain faithful to the original work. As a result, the film enjoyed great success among the public, because all the attention devoted to the director in every detail, with a stellar performance by Keira Knightley and Matthew McFadden. That's why it's in the number 4.
The Bennet sisters were looking for husbands.
Which are only to be obtained through intercourse. Forgive me, through the intercourse.
But Lizzie Bennet wanted more.
Only the deepest love will persuade me into matrimony.
Mr. Collins, I cannot accept you.
Don't worry, we'll have this little hiccup dealt with immediately.
Headstrong, is she?
That is Mr. Darcy.
He looks miserable, poor soul.
Miserable he may be, but poor he most certainly is not.
I must go and visit him at once.
A Mrs. Bennet, a Miss Bennet, a Miss Bennet, and a Miss Bennet.
In the third position is Les Miserables. The work shows an excellent study of society at the time and passion, characters and events that take place in the same. Furthermore, it shows the poverty in the 19th century and the value of forgiveness, along with the welfare unrectified brings peace to the soul and the love you feel for the surroundings. Tom Hopper decided to carefully select the actor for Les Miserables and asked them to sing live during filming with the claim of providing the most natural feature. The results were truly impressive.
I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. But the tigers come at night with their voices soft as thunder. Dream my life would be.
At the number 2, we have two Anna Karenina adaptation. Joe Brady and Keira Knightley collaborate together for the third time in this adaptation of the literary classic by Leo Tolstoy. Far from content with traditional Russian scenarios show, the filmmaking achieved a unique visual style that represents one of the greatest strengths of this film. Meanwhile, Keira Knightley shines again under the direction of Bride, offering a correct interpretation and passionate protagonist of this story. For their part, Jude Law and Aaron Johnson offer good interpretation of their characters, but far from the best role in his films.
I was 18 when I got married. But it was not love. Your husband is a saint, and we must all cherish him for Russia's sake.
Romantic love will be the last illusion of the old order.
Have you known Count Vronsky long?
He's a rich, good-looking cavalry officer.
Dance with me.
I must warn you about something.
Warn me?
You may, by indiscretion, give the world occasion to talk about you.
And the first position we have Dracula. Although Bela Lugosi remained the most famous Dracula film of all time, Francis Ford Coppola was able to bring this world to levels never seen before, thanks to an excellent cast led by Gary Oldman and Anthony Hopkins, as an excellent makeup job and visual effects, which were awarded an Oscar in 1993.
As if this were not enough, this adaptation sought to explain the course of the vampire, making very clear the causes of its course and its eternal conflict with God. Thus, Francis Ford Coppola was able to convert one of the classic monsters of Gothic literature in one of the scariest creatures of film, whose shabby appearance and twisted shadow is able to terrify anyone.
Here occurred the frightening and shocking history of Prince Dracula and the woman he loved.
I have crossed oceans of time to find you.
Ja, Dracula.
There's a sinister, darker side to him I find irresistible. I have never met any man with such a passion for life. He is unlike any man. What are you?
Vampires do exist. This one we fight, this one we face. Can take on many forms. He is both young and old. He can appear as mist, as vapor, as the fog. And he can vanish at will.
My love.
The power of his evil desire has no end.
You've got to go to him, and you've got to love him.
She is a willing recruit and devoted disciple. She is the devil's concubine.
Join me in eternal life.
Your salvation is his destruction.
I want to be what you are. I want to see what you see. I want to love what you love. Take me away from all this death.
Make no mistake, he must be stopped.
And that's all for tonight. See you in a new countdown. Good night.